In the summer of 1588, Europe stands on the brink of a monumental naval conflict. The Spanish Armada, a formidable fleet dispatched by King Philip II, sails toward England with the intention of invasion. Suddenly, a modern guided missile destroyer materializes in these waters, its sleek silhouette and advanced weaponry starkly contrasting with the wooden galleons of the era. This unexpected arrival sets the stage for an extraordinary encounter, blending centuries of technological advancement with the tense atmosphere of one of history's most pivotal maritime battles. The premise explores how the presence of such a vessel might alter the course of events and challenge the strategies of both sides. The Spanish Armada was a formidable fleet assembled by King Philip II of Spain in 1588, with the ambitious mission of invading England and restoring Catholic rule. Comprising over 130 ships and thousands of soldiers and sailors, the Armada represented the height of Spanish maritime power. Naval warfare in the late 16th century was undergoing significant changes, with advancements in ship design, artillery, and tactics. While Spain relied on large, heavily armed galleons, England favored smaller, more maneuverable vessels that could outpace and outmaneuver their opponents. This evolving landscape set the stage for one of history's most famous naval confrontations. A modern guided missile destroyer is a formidable naval vessel, typically measuring over 150 meters in length and displacing around 9,000 tons. Equipped with advanced missile systems, it can engage targets both in the air and at sea, including cruise missiles, anti-ship missiles, and torpedoes. The ship is powered by gas turbine engines, allowing it to reach speeds exceeding 30 knots. Its technological capabilities include sophisticated radar, sonar, and electronic warfare systems, enabling it to detect and track threats at long distances. These destroyers play a crucial role in fleet defense, offering both offensive and defensive capabilities in modern naval operations. As the mysterious, futuristic warship materializes on the horizon, both the Spanish and English fleets are thrown into confusion. Sailors and officers alike scramble to make sense of the vessel's unusual silhouette and advanced technology, which starkly contrasts with their own ships. The Spanish fleet hesitates, unsure whether this newcomer poses a threat or offers an unexpected advantage. Meanwhile, the English commanders urgently consult among themselves, weighing the possibility of a new enemy or ally. Tension rises across both fleets as they prepare for whatever might unfold next. The destroyer's firepower stands in stark contrast to the wooden sailing ships of its era. Equipped with advanced missiles, rapid-fire guns, and sophisticated defensive systems, the destroyer possesses capabilities that far exceed anything available to ships of the past. While wooden vessels relied on cannons and manual reloads, the destroyer can engage multiple targets simultaneously and defend against aerial and underwater threats. Its modern weaponry allows for precision strikes at great distances, making traditional naval tactics obsolete. This technological leap highlights the dramatic evolution in naval warfare and the sheer dominance of contemporary warships. Imagine a modern destroyer entering the historic clash between the Spanish Armada and the English fleet. Equipped with advanced radar, guided missiles, and rapid-firing guns, the destroyer would possess overwhelming firepower compared to the wooden ships of the era. Its speed and maneuverability would allow it to outflank both fleets, targeting key vessels and disrupting formations. The psychological impact alone would be immense, as crews faced an unfamiliar and unstoppable adversary. In such a scenario, the destroyer could decisively tip the balance, reshaping the outcome of the battle in favor of whichever side it chose to support. For sailors and commanders in the 16th century, encountering an unknown destroyer would have been a profoundly unsettling experience. Fear and confusion often dominated their reactions, as the limits of contemporary knowledge left them unable to explain such phenomena. Many interpreted these events through the lens of superstition, viewing the destroyer as a supernatural or divine force. This belief could influence morale and decision-making, sometimes leading to panic or reverence rather than rational analysis. The psychological impact was heightened by the isolation and unpredictability of life at sea, making extraordinary occurrences even more terrifying. The destroyer's advanced sensors, radar, and communication systems are designed to operate within a modern technological framework, relying on satellites, radio frequencies, and sophisticated electronics. In the environment of 1588, these systems would face significant challenges. Without access to satellite networks or compatible infrastructure, radar and communication devices would be unable to transmit or receive signals effectively. The ship's sensors might still function locally, but their range and utility would be severely limited. Ultimately, the destroyer would be forced to rely on visual observation and basic signaling methods, much like the ships of the era. Operating a destroyer in an environment lacking essential infrastructure presents significant logistical challenges. Without established fueling stations, the ship must rely on limited reserves or seek alternative sources, often at great risk. Maintenance becomes a daunting task, as spare parts and skilled technicians are scarce, making repairs difficult and potentially compromising the vessel's operational readiness. Additionally, securing food and other supplies for the crew is a constant concern, requiring careful planning and improvisation. These factors collectively strain the destroyer's ability to sustain prolonged missions and maintain peak performance. Local powers, intrigued or threatened by the presence of the mysterious ship, may attempt to capture, study, or even destroy it. These efforts could involve deploying military forces, advanced technology, or scientific teams to investigate the vessel. However, the ship's unknown capabilities and defenses might render such attempts ineffective or even dangerous. In some cases, aggressive actions could provoke unpredictable responses from the ship, leading to unintended consequences for those involved. Ultimately, the outcomes of these efforts are uncertain and may range from valuable discoveries to significant setbacks for the local powers. If the destroyer had intervened during the Spanish Armada campaign, the outcome would have been dramatically altered. The advanced firepower and speed of the destroyer could have decimated the Spanish fleet, ensuring a swift and decisive victory for England. This intervention would have not only prevented the threat of invasion, but also shifted the balance of power in Europe, bolstering England's naval dominance. Such a technological advantage might have discouraged future conflicts and reshaped alliances across the continent, leading to a new era in European politics. If the destroyer or its wreckage were examined by 16th-century scholars, the impact on technology, science, and society would be profound and far-reaching. Exposure to advanced materials and mechanisms could accelerate the development of engineering, leading to innovations centuries ahead of their time. Scientific understanding would expand rapidly as researchers attempted to decipher unfamiliar principles and integrate them into existing knowledge. Societal structures might shift, with newfound power and capabilities influencing politics, warfare, and daily life. The ripple effects of such discoveries could fundamentally reshape the course of history, ushering in an era of unprecedented progress and transformation. Imagining how history could diverge opens up a range of possibilities. If certain events had unfolded differently, technological advancements might have accelerated, leading to innovations appearing decades earlier than they actually did. Such changes could also influence shifts in global power, with nations rising or falling based on their ability to adapt and lead in new technological landscapes. The ripple effects would extend to economic structures, social norms, and even cultural identities, fundamentally altering the course of human progress. These speculative scenarios highlight the interconnected nature of historical events and their profound impact on the world we know today. The stark difference between modern and early modern naval power highlights the profound advancements in technology, strategy, and capability over the centuries. While today's fleets are equipped with sophisticated weaponry and communication systems, their predecessors relied on wind, manpower, and rudimentary tactics. Imagining an encounter between these two eras reveals not only the overwhelming superiority of modern forces, but also the unpredictable outcomes that could arise from such a clash. This contrast serves as a reminder of how innovation continually reshapes the balance of power and the course of history.